us break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, filled with devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought, a touchdown mind. Out of the box every time. No limits, no change, no walls to climb. We're rewriting the rules in real time. Out of the box where the wild ones play.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sully Squad. Since we last did this show, the Philadelphia Eagles with two dominating defensive efforts. Last Monday night, big win in Green Bay, a nice hard-fought 10-7 victory. And then last night, 16-9. I tell you, fellas, if you told me that the Eagles were going to score 26 points in two games, I'd be like, oh shit, we took two L's. So this defense is playing phenomenal. The acquisition of Jalen Phillips looks really good. I thought Jalen Carter had a great game last night. I mean, defense is playing well, two wins. So we're gonna get into that. We'll get a little Phillies free agency. We'll see what's up with that.
Paul George.
Yeah, and Paul George is actually going to play basketball, I think.
I never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Yeah,
He's Boy George's brother.
Paul George, baby. He's back.
Yeah, so I got my usual cast along with my buddy Paul Spencer, who does the Cowboys show, because we're gonna look back at the game last night, but we're gonna look ahead at the matchup this coming week versus the Cowboys. So
I want to be on a winning teams podcast too.
Yeah, Diego, it's been 30 years, brother. I want to know how it feels once in a while, man.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I got those VHS tapes for you. I told you.
Hey, I told you I converted mine to DVD, so stop saying that. Okay, I'm a smart one, all right?
That's good. Very good. Wise man.
yeah, you know what though? I mean, as much as I can't stand the Cowboys, I took them tonight. So I mean, they can win tonight, but just
I like them tonight.
Yeah, so do I. The Raiders suck.
The local high schools, I would take over the Raiders tonight.
Yeah, but the last time we took the Cowboys on, I thought it was a gimme against the Bears, being how injured they were. I mean, 4 secondary players out and they got rocked? And then the Panthers, the same thing?
Yeah, I hear that.
I don't know what to bet anymore, man.
I know.
Might as well give Ray Charles the crap. Make him do the crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, so all right, well, let's get into it here. So big win. Let's start off, I guess. Like Diego, what was your like number one takeaway from last night? I mean, I would assume maybe the defense. I mean,
I think everybody wants to say defense. You know what I mean? And then everyone can dog the offense, but this offense still scores when they have to score. Detroit comes right down the field, scores a touchdown, ties the game. We go right back down, take the lead again, 13-6. We're not scoring the way we were on a clip like we were last year, but we're scoring when we have to score. Jalen's moving the ball when he has to move the ball, and I think the offense is struggling, but they're getting the points when they have to get the points, and our defense is stepping up when they have to step up. This team just knows how to win. Doesn't matter how it happens, they win.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Jeff? What was your biggest takeaway?
Nakobe Dean is back.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
The ballerina lessons worked.
He was flying through that middle. I loved it. And Phillips, like you said,
just the way his coverage was, Jeff, on Jahmyr Gibbs at one point.
Yes.
That's what was like, wow.
And then he covered, and then he also
injury.
And back-to-back plays, he had great coverage plays.
Yes.
And one drive. I was like, wow, that's not the Nakobe Dean we know. He's fucking out there. He's out there running the wheel around on Jahmyr Gibbs.
And then he was out there, what do you call it, right next to Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Down the
Absolutely.
sideline. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But I don't
Looks
like
like he's
the
playing with a
offense. I'm worried
purpose.
about the offense. I knew it was going to be. I just had this feeling before the game even started. It was going to be the A.J. Brown show. They were going to go to him too much, and they did. They kind of lost Smith in the game.
Mhm.
Goddard should have gotten the ball more over the middle. You can't just – I thought it was so predictable.
It was almost like catering to him, you know, but 11 targets, but that's neither here nor there. But the guy that shocked me was Quinyon Mitchell. And Jordan
Unbelievable.
added
He scored the most
balls.
points this year when A.J. didn't play. So you know what? Shut up, A.J. You get the ball, you get the ball. But spread the ball around. Here's something my son had said when he was home. He said he wishes the coverage that you watch on TV would show a little bit more of the field because we'd like to see how much Hurts isn't seeing down the field or around who's open. Because on TV, they just give you just enough to see, but you can't see what's out there and open.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have that coverage. I mean, they got the camera up above. Why can't we ever see that?
I'll tell you what, let's give Dory Jackson some props. He played a great game yesterday. I know he got burned by that one play on Jameson Williams, but man, he was balling. And I give a lot of credit to that defensive line because your corners just look much better when you have guys like Phillips and Carter and everyone's just crashing to that quarterback quick.
Jalen Hunt and Jalen Phillips off the ends were
Unbelievable.
Just the pressure. Just ask Jared Goff because it was by far one of his worst games.
Well, they said he does not like being hit,
Nah.
and that's how they beat him last time. He does not like it at all. And they said, hit him. Listen to Seth Joyner and all them.
There's just quarterbacks in the league that don't scare you at all, and Jared Goff's one of them. Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, like them, they just don't scare you.
No,
You hit them a couple times, and they're rattled.
They're gun shy. Yep.
Yeah, you just hit them where it hurts, and they're gonna fold. You know.
Well, you know what it is with Jared Goff. You put Jared Goff in a sunny, warm day, or that dome where it's 70 degrees. He looks great. Like to be honest, I loved the Eagles last night. I took the Eagles like money line, but I actually laid a touch. I laid 6.5 because I had a feeling we were going to beat them by at least a touchdown because Goff with playing in the cold, in the wind, like you saw it, he's not the same guy. Like that's not the same offense when they go on the road. Like, if we played them in Detroit, that would be a lot tougher.
It's a controlled environment. You ain't getting the elements. You ain't getting the 30-mile-an-hour wind. You ain't freezing your ass off. You're playing old school football.
The way this defense is playing now, I think we beat them anywhere.
No.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They were talking about the wind swirling and the ball was going all over. Now my son and his wife and two friends of theirs went down tailgating, and they ended up buying tickets and getting into the game. And
Nice.
I picked them a couple times, and I said, how windy and cold is it down there? He was like 10 rows off of the field towards the visitor's end zone. He said it wasn't as bad as they're making it to sound because he had YouTube TV on his phone watching it from there too. And he said, for once, whatever, I think Collingsworth was drinking because he was all over the Eagles how much he loved them. I was like, holy shit. Someone got into his body.
Yeah, what a shock.
I said it wasn't swirling like they were saying. I can understand the high pass. I can understand the kicks. But those zip passes that they can throw.
Joey, what's that stat I sent you before we started with Fangio, man? You got to read that. That right there is just off the wall insane.
Oh, yeah. So it says the Eagles' defense has only allowed 7 passing touchdowns. It's second best in the league. Meanwhile, opposing quarterbacks are completing just 59.4% of their passes with a passer rating of 80. It's 4th lowest in the NFL. And that's with us playing. I mean, you think about it. Look at all the quarterback. I mean, we played Dak Prescott, Mahomes, Stafford, Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, defense is playing elite. So, like, Paul, from your perspective, because I know, obviously you're not an Eagles fan, but what was your takeaway from the game last night?
I think Diego hit it right on the head, man. That defense, the front four, watching that game from an opposite side, the fandom here. When you have that front four, Carter and Davis opening up for your linebackers, I mean, Bond just had like 2 blitz sacks and not one sack, one coming across that middle untouched. And when you have to have double team both defensive tackles, it opens up so much for the linebackers. I mean, this defense is elite. But on the opposite side is that offense, man. The only really score is a tush push from Hurts. That concerns me a little bit. I mean, we know playoff football comes in, in another 8 weeks here. You guys should be the number 1 seed, but you got to show me more on offense. And Jeff, you said it, man. A.J. Brown, it seems like I was watching CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott game. How many times he eyes him down. Joe, you know me. In the first quarter of every game when CeeDee plays, I take CeeDee 4 targets in the first quarter, no matter what, because that's the same thing I seen from A.J. Brown last night. They throw him the ball to cater him. I don't care whoever's open, get the ball. Shut up. Yep. It's a team sport, man. That's all it is. 11 on 11 at one shot. That's it. But you guys are dominant on defense, man. I'll tell you that. 100%. The biggest Phillips pickup, God, man, Jesus.
His motor, it's almost like a young BG, but less talking, you know what I mean? Getting in your head, kind of round you up. But, man, I mean.
You see his actions afterwards. He's having a blast here. He loves this.
He loves it, dude. And he speaks the truth. He's dude, you were playing in shitty Miami. The weather's nice, but it's shitty down there.
And Sean, what the biggest thing is? Like a lot of defensive coaches, they tell you if you don't get to the ball, okay, just pass rush. What Fangio's doing, if you can't get to the ball, get your damn mitts up, man. 5 balls down last night. That's something that's fundamental one-on-one on defense. And they're preaching it, man. Carter's a dominant dude. If he can't get there, he's backing off 1 step and hands are up in the air, batting that ball down.
Davis had 3 of them. Davis had 3 last night.
They taught that to us in high school, I remember. Put your hands up, boom, and then tip it up. If the Eggers behind me, grab it. Go with it. Yep. 3 batted passes for Jordan Davis, 2 for Jalen Carter. I mean, like you said, it gets no better. Yep. Like, really. And it can get better. It's a shame that the O-line is so banged up. But like I said, Stoutland treats these backups like starters. So it's next man up mentality. And I'm hoping – I want to see Kendall or Willie Lampkin or that
Fred Johnson's going to start.
Let him.
He's been playing fine.
Yeah.
I was
you guys. I heard you guys before the show saying stop running the tush push. We still went like 3 for 4 yesterday on the tush push.
Yeah.
They only stopped us 1 time.
We need to pop out of the tush push sometimes and run around the corner.
Did you see the play? Did you see Baltimore yesterday? They had Mark Andrews faked it like look at him doing tush push. Then he faked the run, and then I look at my dad. I go, why don't the Eagles try doing that? Even with you can fake it to Saquon. They can think it's going tush push Saquon. Next thing you know, just roll it outside. Try something different off of it.
I got one better for you since you said it. Do it with Mulata, former rugby player.
There you go. Yeah, right. They'll carry half the team with them.
That would be a blessing. Let's go.
But the only thing concerning, like with the tush push, is if you're not in 3rd and 2 to get that 1 yard, then you go 4th and 1 to get that 2nd yard. That's concerning to me because you got to be in 3rd and very short to get that first down. That's the only concern on 1st and 2nd down. If you're not in position on 3rd and 4th, that's where the Eagles' downfall is right now. Their offense is just not finding the way right now. Yes, it's still early. I get all that.
Yeah, I mean, we lead the league in 3 and outs. And look at Mike Kaepernick Jr.'s comment here. He says, we've only scored 2 touchdowns since being back off the bye, and that is not acceptable with all the talent. I totally agree. I mean, this is more. And you know what? We mentioned how Lane Johnson's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Shout out to Fred Johnson though. I mean, he's playing great football. I mean,
he's a beast too.
He's a good football player. You know what I mean? Like, you figure he comes in there. I mean, our record without Lane over these years has been really bad. But Fred Johnson came in and played well. I mean, I didn't really hear, like Aiden Hutchinson can wreck a game, and he really didn't wreck the game at all.
Nah, man, he held his own between him and the other guy.
Mailata kicked his ass 1-on-1. They were showing the highlights of Mailata on dude, and he was working him.
Even Mailata, got to give him some props too, minus the offside.
Yeah, he's been getting a few penalties the last couple of
Yeah, I
weeks.
mean,
Yeah.
Mike's right.
offsides it's
Right,
been
Mike is right. We all agree the same way. The offensive calls suck. They
Yeah,
just-
I mean, I hear the alarms on the offense, but we're 8-2. You know,
That's it.
we find ways to win no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, if this is, I'd rather be dealing with this kind of problem than like our defense can't stop nobody, because we
Yeah,
have the type of we have the type of stars on our offense that can really just once they can put it together in a few weeks and then boom, 180, they're back.
Diego,
They're back
Diego,
to last year.
Diego,
The
you
one
said
play
100%.
we run
Our
annoys
defense,
the shit out of me.
sucks. Our defense sucks, and your guys' offense, you know,
Yeah.
is sputtering. It's vice versa with us. I'd rather have an offense that can score a little bit, can score, but a defense gives up 40. That's the Dallas Cowboys right there.
Then we got to chase you. I mean, the Eagles don't got to chase anybody. The defense keeps them in the game, and the Eagles obviously just got to do enough.
Manage the
You
ball,
know?
manage the ball, and not turn it over.
And I just think as the year goes on, you know, these games start to wear on these guys, and then as the season goes on, the run game becomes more prominent, more effective. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is headed towards the same thing. The year's going to go on. We're going to start wearing on these teams. We're giving the ball to Saquon more, dominating these games in the line of
Keep
scrimmage.
going up the middle, which is stupid. That's got to end. And that stupid screen pass has got to end. I don't think we've ever gained a yard on all those screen passes.
Yeah, but them screen passes are tricky. He's got to get Saquon Barkley one block, and he's gone.
Yeah, that's the thing, but we haven't been doing that.
Add that fullback look too, or whatever it is. Add him, because what's the name's been doing it? The Ravens, 49ers, and even Miami. Do it.
Yeah.
You got the Lutua dude or whatever. Use them. Utilize them.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. I mean, Jalen Hurts, you know, to me does a lot of things to win football games, and you know, so I don't really want to like, you know, hammer him too much. But like, you know, we're sitting here just you know, saying it's the play calling. To be honest, I mean, a lot of it is the play calling, but I really am kind of wondering, because it seems like there's a lot of smoke coming out of that locker room. You know, is Jalen missing some? You know, Patullo to me is like he's like the easy fall guy. But is Jalen missing some of these throws? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both though. But then again, they were showing Jalen's last like 11 years of playing football. It's been 11 different coordinators.
Right. No,
I feel like it's always a new job for Jalen. It's always a new offense. Like that's got to be hard on a guy, and to still be 8-2, not turn the ball over and with different play callers. I feel like that's still special.
Mike, that's exactly what I say last night. I was on the phone, like I said, with the son down at the game, going back and forth. He's the same thing. He said the Eagles just look boring out there.
They looked 2 years ago. What's the guy who was 2 years ago? Kellen Moore came in after him.
Yeah, Brian Johnson.
It looks almost the same. No motion. No one's moving. Kellen Moore came in. Guys moving everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Diego, go Sean.
Sean Steckline or whatever. Him too. You know, we had the offensive rolling and going.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Paul.
Diego, you said it right. I mean, with the offense there, it's no motion, because you know, coaching up here, I run motion on everything, but it's a pre-snap read for me. I can see who's flowing, you know, which linebackers pursuing here. Mm-hmm. Are they okay? If I run a guy motion, if they stay the same, they're in zone. If I run a guy motion, they're in man-to-man set. That's where I think a lot of it comes down to. When you look at Kellen Moore, he did it at Dallas. It was all motion set offense. It opened up so much where the quarterback says, okay, there's the read here. If they blitz, the hot route is here. It's very easy. But also, Diego, all the offensive coordinators have, the verbiage is totally different too. It's a different lingo, man. It's never the same. I run a 9 route. It could be something like, John Gruden, wide 2 banana. It's crazy with the verbiage. It's hard, but I think there is a lot of misreads though. I really do.
The motion also confuses the defense a little bit. Like
Exactly.
You ever see when the guy runs motion and the cornerback has to communicate with the other cornerback on who they're picking up, and then mismatches happen, confusion happens, boom, 70-yard touchdown, wide open. Just because you're running motion over to the other side and making 2 guys have to communicate on one play.
And
Yeah,
Diego,
we're
the
not-
perfect
we're not
example
creative.
is Shanahan when he had McCaffrey healthy. Look at all the motion Shanahan ran. That confused the hell out of defense. Then you look at other teams, like Andy Reid. Look at the motion he shows. Like it shows, like that play 2 years ago, the Tom and Jerry, where he goes in motion, comes back and goes the opposite way. That blows your mind on defense. Its motion is what creates your offensive flow. I want to see more of it. I don't, but I do because I love offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we won't get that with Patullo. He's so lost in the sauce, like with the simple ass plays. Like you got to change it up.
Problem is we don't know where it's at. We don't know if it's Hurts. We don't know if it's Sirianni, and we don't know if it's Patullo or if it's all three. Maybe they're all not on the same page. We don't know.
I think as Sirianni's the head coach, he has to flex a little bit and say, "Hey, look, this isn't working. Let's go back to the Kellen Moore. Let's go back to the 2,000-yard."
Thank you.
We need to go back and say, like, put pride aside, man. Hey, Patullo, you're my boy, but let's sit down in the film room. Let's see how we make this better. Because I don't care how it looks. Let's get the job done. And our problem is the offense. It's not the defense. We know that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I mean, I get Mike Papernick's point here. He said the offense looks like 2023. The scary thing is, though, to be honest with you, the offense actually was better in 2023. I mean, if you remember the Eagles, I mean, I know we shit on Brian Johnson, and I get it, but like that offense put up more points in 2023 than we are now. We
have a tough schedule this year, though. Let's not forget that. We played nothing but hard teams after hard teams after hard teams. The schedule opens up a little bit for the Eagles coming in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
They really get that offense rolling against these lesser teams. I think they're going back to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's a team that can. They played bad against Green Bay. They played bad against Detroit. Didn't play great against the Rams and beat them all. Who's beating the Eagles in the NFC? They played bad and still beat these teams.
There's only one team that I can think can beat the Eagles, but it's with the Eagles being the number one seed at home. That's the Rams.
That's it. That's the only team.
If it's in SoFi, it's a little different. It's a little different in SoFi on artificial. A little bit different with Stafford. But right now,
I'm not taking the Bears lightly. And the Chargers. They're the games that
the Chargers suck. Did you watch that game yesterday?
I'm not taking them lightly, but like that compared to like Kansas City, Detroit, Green Bay on the road, like Dallas early on in the year when they feel like they still have a chance, and we just keep winning.
We got Buffalo week 17.
Buffalo is a hard game. I'm not going to sleep on the Bears. You're right, or the Chargers. Everyone else, you got Washington twice.
But see, the Bears don't scare me with you guys because they already shown if you put pressure on Caleb Williams, he's a deer in headlights. That's the thing. This Eagles defense will rock his world. They'll make him look so much worse than Goff did last night. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Caleb Williams doesn't go make some mistakes if you put a little bit of pressure on him.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I do too, which gets me to this coming week versus your Dallas Cowboys. I mean,
Dallas always plays us good.
I think this coming Sunday is one of the tougher games we have because if you look, this Cowboys team, them on the grass on the road, they're not the same. But you get them, but down in Dallas, and especially with Lane Johnson out, because you get them down Dallas, they're a lot faster. This is going to be a tough game, man. I
agree.
Q is going to be on CD Lamb the whole game. Quignon's he's going to be good forever. He's got it. He knows he's already there. He's already one of the elite cornerbacks in the league. So he's going to be on him. So now you got to think who's going to be on what's his face Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Mike. I think they can. Absolutely. I mean, they're young. They're all dogs. Like I don't see the Eagles defense just falling off a cliff out of nowhere. Like we're going to win through our defense.
The way Fangio has this defensive plan once again, but with Carter, with Jalen Phillips,
and they're young,
Davis and Carter in the middle. I mean, it gets no better. And just like you said, Diego, you got Quignon, you got DeJean, and then don't everybody forgets about Blankenship. Blankenship
played good yesterday too.
Did you see him put that one hit on the guy? He hit the guy went backwards.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs. He came like a missile from safety. Smoked him.
And then Adoree Jackson, he stepped up, like you said, which is good. And you hope that he is getting acclimated and keeps that going next week and so forth and so on.
I'll tell you what, Jameer Gibbs is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he is that one run play.
Ridiculous.
He's so strong. He has great vision, great footwork. I mean,
He's strong.
Detroit got
He
a very
breaks
good
tackles.
running
He
back.
makes you miss. He's like reminds me a little bit of like Saquon Barkley. Just maybe not as strong, but Jesus.
Yeah, he is. He's really good.
Yeah, what do you?
Yeah, but like Mike, I think with proper rotation, like a Jomo, you know, the defensive front, I think it's like a revolving door. And then look, everybody forgets about Hunt. N'Kobe Dean's back. I mean, he's got some fresh legs. I mean, but
Our depth is crazy.
yeah, I mean, you're tired. I'm going in.
No one gets tired.
Nah, it's awesome, and the way Fangio adapts to the thing, it's just amazing, dude. It's almost like I sent it to Joey watching Jimmy Johnson's day.
Yeah, no, God, that was the
Like,
best.
You see that
Punch you in the
that
mouth.
stat? Quinyon Mitchell hasn't given up a touchdown.
Yep.
It's crazy that thing.
Yeah,
I
he's
sent
playing
you.
great football.
What about that stat, Joey? With him, with left and right cornerback.
Yeah. So,
Uh-huh.
well, here's one: the N'Kobe Dean effect. Since N'Kobe Dean's come back, the defense is allowing 14.5 points per game, 302.7 yards, 219 yards passing yards, and the other thing is the run defense has been a lot better. You know, N'Kobe Dean is really good against the run. Yeah, so
Phillips. Phillips is a good player to
The
run.
acquisition of Phillips, dude.
That's the thing. Collingsworth was talking about it last night, and I actually, for once, agreed with him that we have the guns and the big guys to get in, but our guys are so fast. They're actually going in and making tackles on the running back. You never see that. Because these guys are too fast to run anywhere.
They
But we're able
collapse
to
that damn pocket. It's just amazing.
It is.
And you're like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can agree. Ask Jared Goff.
Yeah, he was. I said last night to my other son, I said, Goff's going to come out on the field and just drop the football and say, I quit.
I said to my boy, I said, I think we're going to knock him out as many times as we're hitting him. Like, what was the one? I think it was Hunt and Phillips.
They broke him in half.
Low. And,
Yeah.
dude, that could be, you know damn well that could have been bad.
He had to look like, I don't like this game anymore.
I think when he hit that ground, and it's just like playing tackle football when you're a kid, he hit that ground. He knew it wasn't soft.
I'm my mom.
You see the difference with Jared Goff big time. They'll give him a
absolutely.
clean pocket, and he'll deliver a nice pass. He'll look at every single option. You know, he'll read. Like, he looks great. If he has no time, like if you can get pressure on him, looks like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, he has
Because he can't make a play with his legs. He's a deer in the headlights because he can't move.
Right.
That's why, a mobile quarterback, there's going to come a time and point where every quarterback in the league is going to be able to move. There's not going to be a stationary quarterback ever again.
And Diego, that goes to your point. Like earlier, you said who can beat you guys. You just named two quarterbacks right there. You know, you talk about being mobile. No, Stafford's not mobile. Goff's not mobile. They're the two guys that can beat you. Your defense puts pressure on them. That takes away the scramble, and you don't have time to go A, B, C reads. The progression reads out of the question. You make one read. If it's not there, there's a check down, and that linebacker checks that running back out of the backfield. It's a no gain option there. That's what benefits your front four and your entire defense. But your front seven controls the whole tempo of the game.
Right, and then when you do that, the corners come up, play press, and they're all pro corners. You know, so you're putting great corners that not have to cover for a long time. It's like,
you're not on an island. You're not on an island for 5 seconds. You're not on an island for 5 seconds. You know.
Yeah,
you got DeJean and Blankenship playing center field. They see that field. They're surveying. They're looking. And then, they're giving the guys up front in front of them. This is where it's going. Go there. That's the best thing.
But are you guys scared this week? Honestly, not.
I am.
Are you scared?
No.
I'm a little bit scared because, like Joe said, I feel like they're faster down there in Dallas.
I am.
They got two big receivers that can make. Would I be surprised if CeeDee Lamb had a day on Quinyon Mitchell? No. Would I be surprised if Pickens goes and burns at Dory Jackson? Nah. So that's why. And would I be surprised if Dak threw 350 yards and scored 35 points? I wouldn't. So that I do feel a little bit scared when it comes to Dallas.
We need an offense. I'm not so worried about the defense. The difference is Dak can actually scramble where Goff.
Yeah, Dak can move. Dak makes plays
Okay.
against the Eagles for some reason.
But
Yeah,
He finds the fountain of youth when he plays you guys. He don't run all season, but he runs against you guys out of the pocket.
Last night's
Very
game
good.
would have been. I'm telling you right now, though. Last night's game would have been a different game if Laporta was there.
no, absolutely, because
Yeah.
that's his blanket. He relied on. It's
I
another
don't know, though, because would he have been able to get open on whoever's covering him?
Probably.
He needs time. You know,
wouldn't have-
Goff didn't have it yesterday.
You wouldn't have the white boy
People
network
are
coming up through the
tight
middle
end.
like that. You have to take one of them off to take the tight end. So that's the one worry I have there. But we have to score. We have to
Next
do something
week,
different.
I think I'm not scared or whatever. I think with the front defense, we're going to get at Dak. Yeah, I know he's mobile, but somebody's going to get him and rattle him pretty good.
But the thing is, Sean, Dak, this is his year that he's been the lightest getting sacked. This offensive, this mismatch O-line has done their job. I mean, they've done their job. And,
Dallas defense just sucks.
Well, they're getting better. They get Overshawn back tonight. They get Ravel back at corner. Diggs. Man, get rid of that sucker. Get rid of that clown, man. Done. But no, seriously. I mean, you can come up with this bogus injury. You fall at home. Like, dude, I'm done with that dude. But I mean, they're getting better on defense. But the thing is, you got to pick your poison when you play the Eagles. I throw out week 1, dude. That was a vanilla game. I throw that out. That didn't even happen. Number one.
Exactly.
Preseason week 1 for us, NFL season. But the only thing that helps that I can see is we got to score, man. We got to open up the field here. We got to get Javonte Williams running. And if you take away Lamb on Mitchell, I get that. Pickens is a burner on anybody out there. He's a wide receiver, A1 wide receiver elite. But then the biggest X factor is Ferguson, man. That tight end, that's his best friend. The words right out of my mouth. Yeah. And you got to find Turpin on a mismatch too. Go 4 wide, 1 back, spread this field, and make that defensive front 4 play wide lanes. You have to beat them that way. That's the only thing I can see.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to have to, even with our defense bowling out. I think this game the Eagles are going to have to score 24 this week. I think to win. I think Dallas has enough weapons on offense that even with the Eagles defense being good, and the other thing is too, you guys have that kicker. I mean, so shit. I mean,
Aubrey, yeah.
I mean, you're almost in field goal range the minute you touch the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the Eagles are going to have to at least get 24 because especially kicking indoors. I mean, he can hit them from 60 plus. Yeah. So you're gonna steal probably 3 to 6 points just from him.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing. That's a weapon. People don't really respect it. But, I mean, you get to the opposite side, the enemy's territory, the 45, that's a 60-yard field goal. That's a chip shot. 3 field goals in a game, that's 9 points. And, hey, your defense could be elite. But if we get to the 45, we got Aubrey to kick, and you guys can't score, that's 9-point swing right there for us. It's going to be a battlefield possession,
He was the first fantasy pick for kickers for me.
Yeah. He was definitely the best kicker in the league, in my opinion.
Right now, he's got the leg.
Especially being in Jerry's world, there's no wind. The only thing that's going to hurt him is if Jerry doesn't shut those damn curtains and block out the sunlight. Yeah, that's the only thing that can hurt Aubrey.
Mike Papernick says he thinks Adoree Jackson will be picked on, but
he's playing good.
He's not playing bad, and the other thing is too. I mean, this Dallas game, it's gonna come down to can the Eagles get pressure on Dak? If the Eagles can get to Dak, they'll be successful. If Dallas holds up, if Dak gets time, they're going to make some plays. We're going to need to score this week.
I think we win as long as Jalen Carter don't spit on Dak.
That's why
Wait, damn, Dak, you can't run spit bait to get us this week.
How about Jamar Chase pulling a Jalen Carter? That was even grosser too. Jalen Ramsey was like, "Once you spit on me, it ain't about football no more." Respectfully.
Now, this week, is your center going to be out again this week or no?
Probably. Jurgens is going to have to retire early or something. Did he get hurt?
We don't know, but most likely.
Because the reason why I'm asking that is because Quinyon Williams is picked up by Dallas. That's right next to that middle there with Kenny Clark. That's big boys in the middle. I mean, they're not Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter size, but these boys can get pressure.
Yeah, they're still really good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And they're going to run James Houston on the outside this week, getting out of the outside pressures. I think Dallas can get to Jalen Hurts. I think it's going to be a lot of fast reads where, Diego, you said like golf, if you get pressure on the quarterback that really can't understand to make the reads properly, it could be a long day for the offense again for the Eagles too.
We can only hope for injuries tonight.
Man, come on, man.
Damn,
I'm
Jeff.
sorry, Paul.
I
You
think
know,
another thing about I think Jalen's got to use his legs more.
yes.
Yeah.
Got to run a little more. He's sitting in the pocket trying to prove a point a little bit too much this year. I feel like I can't throw the ball. I'll show you. I'll stand here and try to make a play. When he just like put his head down yesterday and was like, all right, they ran a play for him to like use his legs, get 6-7 yards. He did it on that big second down when they were what, second and 20 something. He gained like third and 11, something like that. He gained the big first down.
And you know what, Jacob, that keeps the defense honest too, man. When you got to run it back to the pocket, you know, you're not going to run a spy every play. But brother, that linebacker, that fast linebacker, you know, that Jack has to stay out there and say, okay, he's my man. You know, it's 3rd and 10, whatever. He can get you 20 yards. You got to press on that guy, and that takes away from coverages too.
That's why
He
I
has
don't
to
understand
run
why they're not using it and running him more. It doesn't make any sense to me because exactly what you're saying is they need a spy. That changes the whole defense of the other team.
Last year was like any play you were like, all right, Curse can take off here. And this year it doesn't feel like he wants to do that. Does he? Has he this year like get big 6-yard runs? Yeah, but he would do it like 8-10 times a game last year. He's doing it 2-3 times a game this year. I don't know. I think he's got to take off more. Make the defense take. He's running. And they're not right now.
I need to go golfing this week and talk a little bit.
I think you have to run it because it keeps the defense honest. Like it's there at any time. You know, it's like to me on offense, it's window dressing. It's there. You know, you shop around. You're going to buy it one time. I'm going to show it to you. You know, it might go on sale. I'm showing it to you early.
Yeah, you know, it's almost like Jalen's afraid to get hurt, and I'll tell you, no one ever wants to get hurt. But don't be afraid if you do, because if you do, call my man Attorney Big Al, Jason Fine, aka Attorney Big Al. Motor vehicle accidents, slip and fall, workers' compensation, or like I said, personal injury claims. He's got 3 offices throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey, 1 in Philadelphia, 1 in Cherry Hill, and 1 in Pittsburgh. So we don't want anybody to get hurt, but if you do, call my guy out. So, all right, well, listen, I got the mush backstage. So before let's do a quick prediction.
Okay.
Let's go, Paul. I'll get your prediction on the game, and then we'll get the mush, and we'll see what he's predicting. What do you think, Paul? What do you think of this? What's your outlook on the Eagles Dallas game next week?
You know, since Jeff said he's hoping for injuries, and I'm hoping not, of course. You know, going in healthy, I want to see everybody healthy. But I'm gonna say it right now. I think this is an upset. I think the Dallas Cowboys win this game. Schottenheimer's already proven to me that he's a coachable coach that puts players in position. You know, we didn't know what the offensive line. We didn't know what Javonte Williams was. He's controlling Pickens, man. Pickens is not outbursting good games, bad games. I like this offense. Defense scares me. But I do think Dallas can score on this defense. Just like Diego said, he wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Pickens goes off, Lamb goes off. I feel Dallas wins this game. NFC East games are close, man. These teams play each other close. I'm going to go Dallas 31, Eagles 27, man. I'm going to pull the upset here, man.
Okay. I mean, obviously we're hoping you're wrong, but I could see, truthfully though, I think it's going to be a dogfight. I mean, Mike Papernick has it Eagles 20, Dallas 16. I think it's going to be a lot high scoring than that, but
and in all honesty, Paul, I don't wish injuries. I'd rather be
I know. Yeah.
I'd rather be the team at their best.
Yep.
But
well, breaking news: Dak Prescott was on the way to the field tonight, and he pulled a muscle. So, Jeff, you got your wish.
it's better than being in New York and getting shot in the stomach. The Jet.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, who got shot in the stomach?
One of the
Jets cornerback.
One of his own fans shot, and they're like, "You guys suck."
I know. Can you imagine?
They didn't say what exactly, but they say there's a strong tie to Philadelphia and the Eagles. So I read the story, another couple stories later, and one of them was the guy's a big Eagles fan. So what? He didn't shoot him because he's an Eagles.
If I'm a Jets player, I'm shooting myself. Do I don't have to go back on the field for the season?
Headline: Eagles fan shoots Jets player. Like they were fighting in a club, dude. What are you talking about?
I know.
Then you see TMZ, Diego. The guy shoots himself like You know what I mean? I ain't playing with Steve. Like, remember Plaxico Burress that shot himself with that gun? Remember long time ago?
There goes them
One of
Eagles
those-
fans again. You know what I mean?
Exactly, right,
Killing
right.
people.
Damn Eagles fans are crazy, man. Then they're not. They used to throw snowballs at Santa. Now they're
Now they're
shooting
just killing
them.
people.
That's right. They moved up.
Oh my God! Now they're shooting opposing players. Oh, there we go. God.
Yeah, but all right. Well, Paul, thanks for hopping on, man.
Hey
It's
guys,
always
thanks for
fun,
having me. Man. I
dude.
appreciate you
No
guys.
problem,
Talk to you
man.
guys later, man. And I wouldn't say go Birds. I'm gonna say go Cowboys. All right.
Peace, Paul. Thanks for coming on, man.
Give me a
Man.
fourth win this season. Give me a four. Let me go 4-5-1, guys. Come on, please. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Take it easy. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now, since we're doing predictions, when I think of predictions, I think of the mush.
The mush.
What's up, mush? Where you at tonight?
What's up? I had to plug in the phone. I'm broadcasting from the car tonight, so I
Starbucks
had to
doesn't
pull over
want
so the phone didn't die.
Okay.
there?
Oh. All right. So it looks like we got your picks up here.
Damn.
Look at this. You must be winning some
Yeah,
money.
all
Look
right,
at
so-
that.
I'm ready to go with the first. You ready to go with the first one?
Go ahead, man.
Well, real quick, I just wanted to give you some props. You went 3-2 this week. You won. You lost on the Packers, and you won with the Bills. You lost on the Packers. You won with the Eagles, and I don't know. You went 3-2. I don't remember who you picked.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So surprisingly, the mush here has not had a losing week yet this season. Pretty impressive.
I'm starting to think that meteor's coming.
Could be, or the aliens, one or the other.
Yeah. So all right. So let's see what you got here.
All right, so the first game I got this week coming up, I got the Colts are at KC, and KC's favored by 3.5. I picked KC to cover and to cover that and win.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I like that.
I'm going with the Colts.
I like KC
Colts.
this week.
Colts.
Yeah.
I think like the same way I feel about Jared Goff is kind of the same way I feel about Daniel Jones. You know, I think KC will hit him a little bit.
Yeah,
And
but
he's
Daniel
we'll see
Jones,
what-
if you remember, he is mobile because remember he ran like
he is mobile. I'm saying you hit him around a little bit. I feel like you can get to his head.
KC's just off. They just
Yeah,
don't
I think
look right.
KC is not.
KC is off. I agree. KC is off. But it's more like the offense doesn't look great. Defense is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When Kansas City won those few games in a row, I thought they got Rashee Rice back. I thought they were going to go on a run, but they just there's something off with that team.
Yeah.
Something's off with it. I thought the offense was going to like take off, and it kind of is like it's like stuck.
It's like
They don't
our
look like
offense.
they're on the same page.
They're
But the
on
defense is still good. So that's why I feel like the defense will do enough to get to Daniel Jones and bother him and stop Jonathan Taylor.
All right, what's the next game you got here?
All right, the next game that we got, the Patriots are at the Bengals. The Patriots are favored by 7. I picked the Patriots to cover that.
Patriots.
Patriots.
agree.
Yeah, I like, especially with Jamar Chase being suspended. They
Oh,
can't-
did he get suspended?
yeah, I saw it right before we came on the show. He's suspended for a week.
One
What did he
game.
get suspended for?
He spit on
suspended.
Jalen Ramsey.
And then Jalen Ramsey, what, punch him in the head or something?
Yeah, so I like the Pat to cover
The
that 7 and win.
Patriots.
All right, so we're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2 here. All right, we're going to the third game. So we got the third game is Pittsburgh at Chicago, and the Bears they've been winning crazy this year in crazy ways. The Bears are favored by 3. I actually picked the Bears to cover that.
Where they at again?
I think it's in Chicago, right?
Yeah,
At
I'm
the
sorry,
Steelers.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, no. Pittsburgh's at Chicago. Pittsburgh's at Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
the Bears
Chicago,
are favored by 3. So.
And Mason
I like the
Rudolph
Bears,
will most likely
to
be the
cover
quarterback.
I
That's
like
what
the
worries
Bears.
me. Mason Rudolph actually is a much
Anybody
better
else on
quarterback
that
right
one?
now than Aaron Rodgers is.
I like
the Bears.
I like the Bears. I like the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears.
What about you, Sean?
Bears.
I can't hear Sean. Something
Bears.
wrong with Sean's mic?
Sean said Bears.
His sound's not coming through, so I don't know what happened.
We can hear him.
Bears. He took the Bears.
All right.
Go Bears.
All right. So moving on to the fourth game. Minnesota is at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 6.5, and I like Green Bay to cover. What do you guys think?
I like Minnesota.
The cover.
Yeah, I do too. You know, we're talking about how there's something off with the Kansas City. I feel like there's something off with Green Bay.
Green Bay too. Yep.
Yeah.
Struggled to beat the Giants yesterday, this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Diego,
Go
you said
Bears.
you like Minnesota? Did you say?
The
Yeah.
cover. Yeah. They like. I don't know if
Yeah, I think
have them
Green
winning
Bay.
outright.
Yeah, I don't see Minnesota winning there. And
well, I don't need them. I don't need them though. I don't think they're.
Yeah, I just think they cover the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think. I think it's like a field goal game.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
All right, and then now we got the fifth game. The Eagles are at Dallas. The Eagles are favored by 4.5, and unfortunately, I like the Eagles to win, but I like Dallas to cover that.
I thought
I agree.
you weren't supposed to pick the Eagles.
All right.
Like
So.
this-
I don't know. I have no faith in this Eagles offense.
yeah.
Paul, I
Well,
just
in
wanna let
that case,
you
What
Joe,
know-
do
you
you
know
think,
what?
Joe?
We're
Paul,
running it up.
I don't know whether it's indigestion, gas, a fart, or what, but I think the Eagles are going to come out smoking on offense, and they're going to blow Dallas apart. That's what I'm predicting.
I got Eagles.
I hope you're right.
I think it's a little bit different. I think they have another low-scoring game, but the defense keeps Dallas at like 14 to 17 points. I think Eagles win like 20-17.
Yeah, I think it's coming down to a Jake Elliott field goal.
I think Jeff Lurie is going to come down into the locker room and have a little talk with Sirianni and them and tell them to get their asses and their offense moving. And I think they're going to do it, and we're going to have a big game. Then we're all going to say, look, they're
That's
back,
it for
this
my
and that,
picks
and then
for
we
this
got to be
upcoming
careful.
week.
All right. Paul Spencer's asking you. He said tonight's game, Cowboys -3.5 versus the Raiders. What do you think?
Cowboys all the way.
The Cowboys are
Cowboys.
gonna
Cowboys
win.
favorite. I would lay 10 on that game.
I hope Genty gets knocked out of the game. I'm going against him in fantasy, so sorry for anybody that has him. Screw you, Genty. I need you not to do anything. Shit the bed, leave the bed, go to the bathroom, please.
Oh, do what Keon Coleman did and just not show up.
Oh yeah, or not for a meeting. Nah, he got benched for not making a meeting Friday.
He was up in Canada.
Oh, he was sightseeing. He was at Niagara Falls.
Yeah, in Canada, the Canada side. That's what they were talking about today.
Yeah.
So, they said he was out of the country. What the hell? Sightseeing during a team meeting. I mean, whatever.
You wasn't getting a hangover, man.
Wow.
They left his ass there.
All right, so let's go. Let's go down the rest of these games here. We got Buffalo at Houston. The Bills are favored by 5.5.
Yeah,
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, you know, there's something off with that Bills team too, but I think Houston stinks. So
I mean, they got off this week though. Josh Allen went ridiculous. 6 touchdowns.
No, he did, but I mean, offense. I'm talking like defensively. They're not, I don't think they're that good defense.
All right, next one.
Well, all right. The next one that John already picked those. The Giants at the Lions. Lions are favored by 10.5.
I like the Lions. They smoked the Giants this week.
Lions.
Mr. Crab Leg Fingers ain't doing nothing, Jameson.
yeah.
Jets at Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 13.5.
Oh, I like the Jets.
That's a lot of points.
I like the Jets. Baltimore
I'm
almost
going
that great.
the Jets on the points, but Baltimore will probably win. But I'm going with the Jets and the points.
Same.
Baltimore, and they just benched Justin Fields, so give me Baltimore.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
So who's the quarterback now?
Tyrod Taylor or Huntley, something one of them. I don't know.
Tyrod. Isn't Huntley back with the Ravens?
Yeah, something like, or whatever. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right. Then we got Seattle at Tennessee. Seattle's favored by 13, though.
I like
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Yeah, I think Tennessee. I think Seattle wins, but I think Tennessee covers that.
I agree.
Nah, they're shit.
Yeah.
They're down by like 17 at the end of the game. Come down, score a bullshit touchdown, lose by 10.
That's exactly what I think happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Because I think it'll be one of those games where like Seattle's never really sweating it, but they kind of just like are chilling and then they give up the screen.
Not after what just happened. They should have won yesterday. They could have won with that damn field goal.
Sam Darnold. 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions.
Sam
Dave.
Darnold. That's
It came down to 1 second, 0.1 second, and if he would have made that goddamn field goal, if they had Aubrey, they would have won.
Yeah.
Well, you can't
Sam Darnold, though. Can't turn the ball over 4 times.
No, not against a good team.
No.
All right, so we got Cleveland at the Raiders. Raiders are favored by 3.
I like Cleveland.
That's a pickup
that's
game.
a
I guess.
horrible
I like
Well, this is going to be Shador.
I like Cleveland.
This is
I go with the
Shador's
Raiders.
game, right?
Cleveland's defense wins that game.
Yeah.
God, I would love to have Myles Garrett, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. He's
Oh, my
ridiculous.
God.
Never
Ridiculous.
say never.
Just
Next
watching
year-
the way.
He calls Howie, say, yo.
He's
make
the
it
best
happen,
defensive
Shane.
player in the league.
Oh, he's
I used to love watching Reggie White and the way he did it, but watching watching Garrett the way he runs through people, over people, around people, and the way he moves his body to get around people, it's just he's the best. He's one of the best.
Okay. Next one, Joey.
Next one is Jacksonville at Arizona. The Jaguars are
Jacksonville.
favored by 2.5.
I like Jacksonville.
Jags. I think the Jags are going to make the playoffs. They look pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Chiefs have to pray that the Jaguars start losing a few games because if the season ended today, the Chiefs are out of the playoffs.
Yeah, Chiefs are out.
Yeah. Ain't that awesome? Yep.
Yep.
And one of the reasons that they'd be out is because they lost the head-to-head game versus the Jaguars. That loss is going to really come back to haunt them.
I hope it does. But go ahead.
Mike Kaepernick says the Jags are frauds. I don't think Jacksonville's that good, but they are finding ways to win. I tell you what, though, I took them. Yeah, I loved them against the Chargers. I knew they were going to beat the Chargers yesterday. Chargers are so banged up.
I remember you hearing that yesterday. You said to me.
I'm sorry, but Herbert to me is not everything that I thought he was going to be.
He's another one of those quarterbacks. You hit him a little bit, you get in his face,
Yeah.
and he'll make mistakes. They're just the quarterbacks. They look great with a clean pocket, but they play a good defense. Defenses are going to get to you, and that's what separates. That's what separates like good and great. Mahomes, you hit him around, and then he gets big, he gets mad. Same with like even Josh Allen. They were losing that game yesterday.
Yeah.
Josh Allen came up big. He put the team on his shoulders. He won the game. Like, there's quarterbacks that I'll trust to do that. And then guys like Goff and who we're talking about, that just you hit them a little bit, get in their face, and they're going to find ways to lose the game opposed to find ways to win it.
Yep, I agree.
All right, got a couple more here. Atlanta at the Saints. The Saints are favored by 1.5.
That's a hard one because Penix might be done for the season.
He is done. Kirk Cousins, and I just picked him up in fantasy today.
You like that?
He's a backup. I'm going with Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I don't know because the New Orleans had that kid look pretty good his last first
Yeah,
start.
so whatever.
But
I like Atlanta.
I think
Probably
Atlanta
so.
finds a way to win because I think the Saints blow, but it's not like Atlanta's not.
Atlanta's got a lot of. Atlanta's got a pretty good offensive team.
I think
Penix
Atlanta
just-
wins.
I'll tell you what, another thing to give Jalen Hurts props about, I know he's not playing great, but how I just said about them other guys, you hit him around, they'll find ways to lose the game.
Yeah.
Hurts could be having the worst game, but he won't find a way to lose it.
That's
You
right.
know, he won't find a way to lose it.
Unless he fumbles in the Super Bowl and loses it.
Yeah, but that was early on in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's had a great
Anything
game.
else, Joey?
What's that?
Any other teams?
Yeah,
we
well,
done?
yeah, there's two more games. We got
Good.
this is a good one. Tampa Bay at the Rams. The Rams are favored by 6.5.
I like Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay
Tampa
at the
Bay.
Rams.
Tampa Bay's at the Rams. I like the Rams.
I do too.
I think I like Tampa Bay to cover.
Yeah, I think I like
Tampa
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Me and you, Mush.
All right, and then lastly, Carolina at San Francisco. San Francisco favored by 6.5.
I like San Fran to cover that.
San
Yeah.
Fran.
I think
Purdy back. They looked good yesterday.
Yeah, I think I do too. Stacy Northrup likes the Rams. Mike Papernick Jr. likes the Rams.
So in our last 5 minutes, talk about what we think is going to happen with these Phillies.
Yeah, so well, the problem is that I mean, I think shit, it might take months.
That's the thing with the Phillies. I have no idea what's going to happen to them. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get shit.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
think
think
Schwarber's staying?
I think they keep Schwarber.
I agree.
Well, is there any true rumor? They were saying the Braves might be interested in Schwarber. Is that did anybody hear that?
I didn't hear that.
Me either.
No.
That must have been in one of your dreams, in one of your 42 sleeps in the day.
He already said supposedly he said no. He said no to the Red Sox.
Yeah. Do you think is there like I keep seeing Adley Rushman? Do you think we get him as catcher or JT stays at hometown?
That's a good question because
Think about that.
I don't think JT.
for
See, the problem is I don't think JT stays on a discount because I think even though he's old, there's no catchers out there. Someone's gonna give him a real money offer.
I agree.
We need to keep him. We don't have any other catcher.
We'd have to go out and get one, and we let
Adley's
JT
the guy
walk.
that they're really going after. They're looking at. I mean, that's supposedly again. I'm reading what other writers are saying, but Adley's the one they're going after on the
that.
Orioles.
I see Hunter Goodman, the kid from Colorado, but like I said, that's all hearsay. Smoke, whatever you want. But and I heard
It's a
Rojas
bank,
is on the trading table.
The Yankees in Boston and Harper's not going anywhere.
They're not trading
No,
him.
Harper's going nowhere. Turner's going nowhere. Bohm may go somewhere. Bader, I think, is gone.
Oh, we know
Doesn't
he is
like-
with that last tweet or whatever. Yeah,
I know. It sounds like
See, I don't want Arenado either.
I don't
No.
want Arenado. I think Arenado's done.
he's
I
done.
like him, but I want the young Arenado, and I'm not. I don't want.
Yeah,
the
he
34.
ain't got the in him anymore.
No.
He has it, but he doesn't. It's the injuries that concern me with that age and all. The age and the injury. Yeah.
You know who I'd love the Phillies to sign? I'd love the Phillies to sign Bo Bichette.
Now
think
let me ask you something about that.
That would be a
Right?
big time move. He's only 20. He's going to be 28. So he he's right-handed. He's only going to be 28. I mean, he would instill
bother you?
youth. You know.
Do the injuries bother you? Because he's had some pretty key injuries.
I mean, it makes me nervous, but at least he's young. You know, the one thing that makes me nervous about the Phillies is like, you know, are we repeating the same mistakes we made with like, you know, Rollins, Utley, Howard at the end, where we kept all these guys around. Next thing you know, they all broke down. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm a little worried that like, you know, we're going to sign JT to like a 3-year deal, and then we're going to be like, shit, he's done.
Two is all
He got no knees left.
Two is all the Phillies are offering. They're not giving him 3.
See, I think then they may have to trade for a catcher because it wouldn't shock me if someone did give him 3.
I agree. I think he'll get 3 somewhere.
I wouldn't sign him to a 3-year. I'd do a 1 or 2-year deal, but not 3.
Yeah, but,
So
I mean,
who
he's
do you
not going to
trade
do that,
for
bro.
He might do it. He might.
No, he's not. What if you're all right? If you're JT Realmuto, even if you like Philadelphia, and you got a team offering you 3 years at like a guaranteed like close to like $60 million, or the Phillies are like, oh, we'll bring you in for a year. Where are you going?
Yeah, especially at that age.
Oh,
You know
It
what I mean?
might be your last contract.
yeah, he wants to hit the bank. You know, hit the jackpot. Exactly. You're right.
I mean, it's like it's like years ago. Like I never understood. For the life of me, I never understood why the Phillies fans used to get all pissed off at Jason Worth. Like the Phillies didn't offer Jason Worth a contract, and then
He went and got paid.
That's what I'm saying. But like, my point is like, why would you hate on Jason Worth? Like he went down to Washington. Well, what was the fucking guy supposed to do? He went where he got.
I just feel like look at it in anyone's shoes at their job. What do they want to do? They want to make more money. Like I'm not going to stay around because you guys love me. I'm going to get paid.
That's it. With Jason Worth, we liked because he was kind of a scrubby. He was a scrubby Philadelphian who talked our language, and did a great job and was the key. And that's why we hate him, because he left us. That's pretty much what I think Philadelphia fans feel.
Yeah, and what
He was one of us.
yeah, I was going to say one more thing before we roll out of here too. Paul George I don't think Embiid's playing tonight, but Paul George is actually playing tonight. Paul Spencer
PG's in tonight.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but we are getting Embiid and George the same court this season. But for how long?
They said it's injury management or some bullshit. So that it's better. They changed his designation from like whatever need spelling, whatever the fuck it was,
Injury,
to just
time
yeah,
management.
injury management or some shit,
Time management.
which is better to hear, than fucking cool. He needs a couple days off because just want to give Embiid a
I
couple
don't
days off.
believe anything the Sixers say.
I think he's fine. I don't think anything happened to him. I think it is a whole bunch of smoke to give him days off without without the league going. You're just giving him days off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to get fined?
Yep.
Yeah. The only problem is I get what they're trying to do because you got to nurse him through the 82. But how is he ever gonna get in basketball shape when he plays one game then misses a week? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like with this team, we just need him to be in basketball shape for the last 20 games.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah,
this team is good enough to sneak into the playoffs. We need Embiid for the last 20 games. The last 20 games in the playoff run. I don't gotta see him for the rest of the year.
And then in the Eastern Conference, with the with the way the East is, with our guards, and if you get and if say you did have Paul George healthy and Embiid, the Sixers could be a problem in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
I agree.
No. So, but anyway,
I mean, think about it. They lost what? Detroit twice, good team. Cleveland, good team. What, did they lose to Boston or no?
We lost. We 2-1 versus Boston.
Yeah, they lost to good teams, and then what? They didn't have him beat against Detroit the second game.
Yeah.
So Six, all right. They're all right. Just make sure Embiid's good for the playoffs. That's all we need him for.
Yeah, and the Fly, I feel like with all the football, it's I feel like we kind of shortchanged the Fly, but the Flyers have been playing pretty good. I mean, Friday night,
Seagrass is a monster.
Yes, we stole him big time.
Yeah, Friday night they had a great comeback. I think they came back from 2 goals down twice in St. Louis, and then the next night, the second half of the back-to-back, that was, to quote Doc Rivers, that was almost like a scheduled loss. You know what I mean?
Remember when the shootouts first started? The Flyers didn't have a goalie that could be play the shootouts, or guys who could score on the fucking shootout. Yeah. Now I feel like we got 2 guys that score every single time. Mm-hmm. Seagrass can score at any time. Konechny's pretty good. Mishkov's good. We got some guys who can fucking score on the shootouts.
I know. I back in the day, if it went to a shootout, we were fucked. Now we're winning.
There's a loss.
Yeah. Now we're winning them, Johns.
We got guys who can score.
I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ, what would you think? We got guys who can score fucking goals.
We're still lacking in scoring. Our defense is a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And Mishkov's having a tough year in this.
I'm worried about him.
System.
I don't know. Taka doesn't seem to be too happy with him the same way Torts isn't. I don't know what's going on with this kid.
He wants to pinch too high up. He lets guys get behind him to try to get a steal, and then he could be first guy on the break. He doesn't commit to playing defense, which I feel like in hockey, they rag on you for. This isn't Russia. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to get in front of that puck, do the defensive shit. That's why Coots called him out. He still got a lot of learning to do, whatever. Coots said, I feel like that's what it is. He's too worried about just scoring opposed to playing both sides of the ice. And with Torts and with Taka and Tortorella, they start at the defensive side. You know what I mean? That's how.
That's how hockey is, man. Hockey, they don't fuck around in hockey. It's not like basketball. I mean, to an extent, obviously if you're a star, you're going to get ice time, but it's not like the NBA where the players rule the league. Like in hockey, they'll freaking call you out. They don't give a shit.
But then I also feel like they're too much like that. And you got to let the kid be who he's going to be, and that's gonna get his full potential out of him. You want him to play defense? He doesn't play defense. That's not what he's going to do. So you as a coach, it's your job to figure out a way to make him work. Let's be real. You think Ovechkin has the most goals ever because he played a ton of defense? No, he took chances. He stayed up the ice. He pinched up at that blue line. So when a steal happened, he was on a breakaway.
So I don't know how far you go back with hockey, but a lot of people really don't know that the first year Mario Lemieux came into the league, he was a tough guy. He was in a lot of fights. He was like what Lindros did. He came in, pounding people, big guy, tough guy. But then they saw the skill that he had, and they said, knock the shit off, play offense. And he used to be almost like a cherry picker. He'd be standing at that line, waiting for him to come over, and then he would just obviously dominate and score. Well, Clark got into Lindros's face, and when Lindros started playing a lot more and not being as physical, that's when he got fucked up by putting his head down and his knees. Clark is the one who screwed up his career when it comes to the physical part of the game.
Yeah.
But Mario Lemieux, people just don't know. I'd say, look at the stats. Look at his first year. He was a tough guy, and they completely turned him around to be a scorer because of his skill.
Yeah. And
sometimes you got to cater to what the guy's good at. Michkov's good at scoring. He's not good at playing defense. Like I said, as a coach, it's instead of being like, oh, you're not playing my style of hockey, make your style of hockey work with this guy getting 30 goals because the Flyers need him to score.
Yeah, well, part of it's kind of his fault though because he can't. They say he came in kind of out of shape. So,
Yeah, he does look a little out of shape.
Kind of on him.
He does look a little out of shape. He'll get back in shape.
Yeah,
but like I said, them guys in the locker room aren't scared. Hockey players aren't scared to call you out.
Nope.
It seems like a thing where they go back to the locker room like, "What are you doing, pussy?" You know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So. All right, guys. Well, look. You know what? We'll. I'm gonna. I guess we'll get ready to wrap this up here because I'm gonna actually watch. You know what's cool is you could actually watch the Sixers this year.
I know. You're not like pulling your hair out.
Yeah, last year I didn't even want to watch them. You know what I mean? So at least they're watchable. So
YouTube TV's finally back.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Well, listen. Well, hopefully by the time we do this show, hopefully the Eagles got their 9th win. So go Birds, go Flyers, go Sixers, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good night, everyone.
Game on game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet unfold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. Alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk.